In 1972, at Madison Square Garden, Elvis Presley stepped onto the stage in his legendary white jumpsuit. He didn't just sing, he commanded every gaze. He needed no crown, for the audience had already named him the king. Aretha Franklin's voice didn't just reach your ears, it struck your soul. Respect echoed as a proud anthem for women and people of color in a time still full of barriers. Born into darkness, Stevie Wonder lit up American music. He didn't need to see the audience's faces, just a tap on the keys, and the entire room fell silent. From the Supremes to solo stardom, Diana Ross embodied elegance and power. Every time she stepped onto a stage, the space lit up with the presence of an unspoken queen. Under the disco lights, Donna Summer's voice felt like magic. She was the breath of the dance floor, the melody of spirits soaring with sound. Marvin Gaye asked, "What's going on?" And the entire nation listened. With music like a whisper, he reminded every generation of love, war, and conscience. Janis Joplin was uncontained fire, her raspy voice exploded with pain and passion in every song. Though her career was brief, she left a legacy as an untamed soul never forgotten. With a gravelly voice and hypnotic stare, Jim Morrison led the Doors and became a poetic icon of rebellion. He lived fast, burned bright, and passed on as a legend. Bob Dylan didn't just write songs, he wrote the voice of a generation. With poetic fire and restless truth, his lyrics changed the way music speaks to the world. Jimi Hendrix played like he was painting sound, wild, soulful, unpredictable. With a guitar in his hands, he became lightning incarnate. With sun-drenched harmonies and endless summer vibes, the Beach Boys gave the world a California dream. Their sound was joy pressed into vinyl. Diana Ross and the Supremes lit up Motown with glittering vocals and perfect poise. They weren't just a group, they were a movement in heels and harmony. The Man in Black sang about pain, redemption, and the restless soul. Johnny Cash gave country music a deep, defiant heartbeat. The godmother of punk, Patti Smith, fused poetry and rebellion. With every word, she carved truth into sound. Carole King didn't just sing songs, she wrote anthems of heart and home. Tapestry was more than an album, it was a generation's diary. With a voice like velvet and thunder, Otis Redding could turn sorrow into soul. Even sitting on the dock of the bay, he moved the world. The godfather of soul didn't perform, he exploded. James Brown danced like the world was ending and sang like he could save it. Funkle captured the stillness and stirrings of the 60s. Their music whispered what words alone couldn't say with haunting harmony and Elwayangar. With a rich baritone and anthems full of longing, Neil Diamond sang for dreamers and lovers alike. His songs wrapped the ordinary in golden light. With stunning range and fearless genre crossing, Linda Ronstadt became a voice for countless emotions. She didn't fit a mold, she shattered it beautifully. He didn't need to shout, one cold stare from Michael Corleone silenced the world. Al Pacino was the quiet force that struck hardest in Hollywood. "You talking to me?" With that one line, Robert De Niro carved his name into film history. From ruthless to fragile, he embodied every shadow of the human psyche. With a manic grin and wandering eyes, Jack Nicholson became the face of beautiful madness. He didn't act, he shattered the boundaries of performance. Quietly rising in the late 70s, Meryl Streep needed no grand entrance to become a legend. With each role, she didn't act a character, she became one. More than a star, Jane Fonda was a flame for feminism and peace. Her beauty wasn't just in her face, it was in her courage to speak and fight. White suit, confident steps, and a dance that defined a generation. John Travolta didn't just move in Saturday Night Fever, he stepped out of the dreams of millions. With endless blue eyes and a rogue smile, Paul Newman defined classic masculinity. He wasn't just an actor, he was the symbol of a golden age. Graceful, delicate, and full of heart, Audrey Hepburn was timeless beauty. In every frame, she didn't just perform, she inspired the world. With a steely gaze and a voice like gravel, Clint Eastwood defined the Western antihero. He didn't speak much, he didn't have to. From The Graduate to Kramer versus Kramer, Dustin Hoffman brought a new kind of vulnerability to the screen. Human, imperfect, unforgettable. Whether hero or villain, Gene Hackman delivered performances grounded in raw truth. His presence was always quiet and always powerful. With piercing eyes and fearless roles, Faye Dunaway lit up the screen in Bonnie and Clyde and beyond. She wasn't just acting, she was challenging Hollywood. Warren Beatty was the heartthrob with brains and bite. On screen, he charmed; behind it, he changed the game. The king of cool, Steve McQueen never overacted. He underplayed with magnetic tension. In every frame, he was both rebel and icon. With a voice that soared and performances that stunned, Barbra Streisand broke barriers and stole scenes. She made vulnerability powerful. Even as a legend of the 50s, Marlon Brando reinvented himself in the 70s with The Godfather. He didn't act, he became myth. She was fresh, fierce, and impossible not to root for. Sally Field brought sincerity and steel to every role she touched. As Sonny Corleone, James Caan gave us rage, loyalty, and tragedy in one unforgettable performance. He was the storm beneath the surface. With comedic timing and surprising emotional depth, Jackie Gleason could make you laugh and then break your heart. Diane Keaton brought wit, warmth, and unpredictability to the screen. Whether in Annie Hall or The Godfather, she was always distinctively herself. From music to fashion runways, from feathers to strobe lights, Cher was always different, always leading. Every appearance was a statement of unapologetic identity. With chiseled features and a style not of this world, David Bowie was his own galaxy. He didn't just transform, he taught us to embrace every version of ourselves. Freddie didn't just sing, he radiated. As applause thundered, he strutted across the stage like an uncrowned king. And the audience? They worshipped with their hearts. In Warhol's world, even a soup can become art. He didn't just paint pop culture, he redefined it. With wide eyes, a cropped haircut, and a doll-like frame, Twiggy changed the fashion standards of the 60s. She didn't follow the times, she led them.